let's look at different types of characters. And while we're going through this, I want you to think in the back of your mind Scrooge, okay? So the first thing is a flat character. So a flat character is a character who does not change their personality throughout the play. They do not have a lot of emotional depth and they support the main character. This is also known as a simple character. So this person is uh, depressed in the beginning of the movie, depressed at the end of the movie. This person is happy at the beginning, happy at the end of the movie. Okay, so they actually do not change throughout the play. However, compared to that is a round character. A round character changes or develops their personality throughout the play. So in the beginning, maybe they're depressed, and at the end of the movie, they are happy. Okay, so they are changing, they are evolving. They are round like a circle. And in the beginning, the character acts or feels different compared to the end, and this is also known as a complex character. So let's think about the movie Toy Story. Think about the first one. The flat character is Little Bo Peep. Okay, she loves Woody throughout the entire movie, no matter what he does. So she just stays the same. A round character though is Woody, or is um is Woody because of Buzz. He's a new toy and he came into Andy's life. Woody does not like him at first and wants to get rid of him, but at the end of the movie, they become friends and he actually saves Buzz. So he is a more complex character because he is round and he's changing from not liking Buzz to becoming actually best friends. So there's an example for you. The next one is a static character. So we have either flat versus round, and then we have static versus dynamic. So a static character is very similar to a flat character. However, flat and round are talking about the personalities. This is talking about how their type of character changes throughout the play. So a static character is a type of character who remains largely the same throughout the course of the line. Their environment may change, but they retain the same personality and outlook as they did at the beginning of the play. So very similar to a flat character. A dynamic character is also similar to a round character. A dynamic character is one who learns a lesson or changes a person, either for better or worse. Most main characters or major characters in stories are dynamic. Dynamic characters undergo significant internal change, internal meaning within themselves. So think about Disney's Beauty and the Beast. Belle goes from fearing and loathing the Beast to recognizing that he is kind-hearted, and she learns to love him for the person he is underneath his fighting exterior. So look at this example, this video of multiple examples of flat and round characters.
There are many different ways to categorize characters: the hero, the techie, the comic relief, the last girl. But arguably the most important terms are flat, round, static, and dynamic. Stories are going to have a mix of all four, so it's a good skill to be able to identify them. Flat characters. They are exactly what they sound like. Flat. It means they can be summed up in a few traits. It is the Wicked Witch in The Wizard of Oz. She is, well, wicked.
Destination Jazz. This looks like a cool place to kick it.
The characters are there for one reason: push the plot along and fulfill an archetype or a trope. Although necessary, you cannot have an entire story of flat characters. Look at Twilight. The movie Bella Swan seems to only have one emotion throughout all of the films: melancholy, with the occasional depression. The opposite of a flat character is a round character. Round characters have depth, are complex, and are, well, rounded.
There's a lot more to ogres than people think. Example? Example? Okay, ogres are like onions. They stink? Yes. No. Oh, they make you cry? No. Oh, you leave them out in the sun, they get all brown, start sprouting little white hairs? No. Layers. Onions have layers. Ogres have layers. Onions have layers? You get it. We both have layers.
What Chuck is trying to say is that he is a round character. He isn't just a brute that hates society, he also loves and cares about things while he hates others. He behaves differently to different characters and in different situations. overall-round characters display different emotions and personalities, so they don't behave the same in every scene. They're more realistic because, let's be honest, we go through mood swings. Dynamic characters develop or change in personality or opinions throughout the story. They learn a lesson or undergo some trauma that fundamentally changes who they are. Tony Stark. He goes from carefree party boy to an existential crisis after being kidnapped and ultimately decides to change his entire business model.
I saw Young Americans kill.
Movies show Tony primarily as an overly confident billionaire that acts however he chooses in the moment. Then the whole alien invasion happens. Enter Iron Man 3. He spends most of the film suffering from PTSD and the overwhelming anxiety that comes from feeling helpless. This change paints him as a dynamic character. The opposite of dynamic is static. A static character does not change at all throughout the story. C-3PO is always C-3PO. SpongeBob is always SpongeBob. Malekith, he's Malekith. Static characters are often necessary to push the plot along and highlight the development of the main character. It's why we often see the "you've changed" speech from the best friend. So there you have it. The 4 character aspects